You guys talked about the Brotherhood of international players, particularly in the NBA. This struck me watching the Lakers and the Jazz play and watching Luka Dončić and Lauri Markkanen go against each other and having watched them in EuroBasket go against each other. What's it like when you know you're part of that brotherhood and you're in the NBA? What's the difference between competing against each other overseas for your national teams and then going up against each other in the NBA?
I mean, first of all, it's not like all the international players are just
best
friends with everybody, right?
Sure.
I mean, for us, and I'm sure for Luka and for players from like the ex-Yugoslavia or more like a Balkan region, like that's the real brotherhood. Because I remember when I went to the NBA, like I didn't know Peja Stojakovic or Vlade Divac or those guys before, but when I started playing there, like at games, like we would start talking, we would start saying hi to each other, and they would ask me how I'm doing, all these things, and it felt like so real and surreal at the same time. And that's what we're talking about. Like you start building these friendships inside of NBA games because you know you come from the same region or from the similar background and stuff like that. So, but I think one thing that does happen, and it happened to me as well, is when you play in the summer against a certain player, against a certain player on a different national team, and you win or lose, you do remember that when you see them in the NBA. Like that even if you don't say it, you're like, hey, we got you in the summer, right? Or vice versa. And depends on the level of the game or how important the game was in the summer, but it can hurt or it can feel great depending on the summer result, right? So that's something that international players have, because a lot of times they do compete in the off season, whereas American players don't, right? And you kind of bring that with you into the NBA season.